AI is only as powerful as the platform it's built into. That's why it's no surprise that more than 85% of the Fortune 500 use the ServiceNow AI platform. While other platforms duct tape tools together, ServiceNow seamlessly unifies people, data, workflows, and AI, connecting every corner of your business. And with AI agents working together autonomously, anyone in any department can focus on the work that matters most. Learn how ServiceNow puts AI to work for people at ServiceNow.com. Hey everyone, welcome to Serve, brought to you by ServiceNow. Day 4 recap. JW is not on the sidelines of center court on TNT tonight. He is here with us.
Let's go.
Let's go. JW, you remember like a week ago when we were doing the draw show and you were telling us that it was 50 degrees?
I have no recollection of that. Okay. It's not 50 degrees.
Well, you can't, I mean,
it is 50 degrees. It's 50 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, your tan's looking good.
All right, I'm going to run through just some scores real quick, and then we'll circle back to some storylines that we want to double down on. Iga looking great, rolls through in 2. Svitolina 0-4. Upset of the day, and I hope I print. This is intimidating. Starodutova beats Rybakina.
I think you got it. World number 55.
I no, you do a lot of things really well, Mike, but when you say I pronounce something right, it's not as if I'm like, yeah, that's definitely nailed it.
I'm not even going to try it.
Say Starodutova.
Starodutova.
Yeah, there you go. Yes. Nailed it. But I thought that was, we'll go back to that one because I think that was shocking. A shocking result for Rybakina. Sierra takes out Paolini. Still searching for some form. JW's bracket. Bencic beats McNally, therefore ruining JW's bracket. Didn't think those were words I was going to say 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the boneyard that we're going to do a redraw show, right? How about wait? I got a really funny one for Mike, real quick.
Yeah.
We were I interviewed Bencic today, who is just delightful, and she beats Katie McNally, and I said, "Do you know your next opponent is from the same town?" And she goes, "Oh, you mean Cincinnati, Ohio?" She plays Peyton Stearns next, but Belinda Bencic all over Southwest Ohio. She's got you covered.
She's going for the city title.
I love it.
Yeah, right. City champion.
That's funny. Kostya gets through in 3 sets after losing the first. This one, outside of who they would have played next, largely like there's a lot of other storylines to go. But if I tell you Lynette beats Ostapenko, what's your reaction, JW?
I think that is a loyal countrywoman. That's like it's like a mobster movie where the Polish player takes out the rival so that the Polish kingpin can survive. Good job as the soldier that is Magna Lynette. Yeah, we don't get the Ostapenko Iga match.
For context, one of the weirdest head-to-heads in all of sports is Ostapenko 6-0 against Iga Świątek. So Iga probably did not want to see Ostapenko. Countrywoman Lynette doing the work for her, taking her out, and we'll face Iga Świątek. Scary scene, JW. I have a hard time. I can't watch injuries, like replays of injuries. Hailey Baptiste has been such a great story this season, obviously, with the win against Sabalenka in the semifinal in Madrid. She hurt her knee, and it looked like it was bad. It looked like it was sideways. It looked like a It looked like a bad injury. We hope it's not as bad, but are you hearing anything differently than we're just really, really worried?
I mean, she did not come into press. We've all perhaps seen the video. Understandably, her members of her family went onto the court. It was that severe. It sucks. It's horrible. Don't watch it. She was it's a minor point, but she was playing great tennis. Beat Krejcikova in the first round, and she top 25, and really was a player on the rise. You hope this is better than it looked. I also couldn't help think this is why players want a bigger piece of the pie. Everything's going great, and then all of a sudden you wrench your knee, and who knows what the rest of the year looks like for Hailey Baptiste. But that was really a tough one.
We hope that our collective eyes are lying to us, but it didn't look great. Kristea is not going to retire. She's won like 3-1 or 3-0. I'm going to say it every episode, but there's going to be an announcement. She is not going to retire playing the way that she is. She's playing the best tennis of her life. Is that hyperbolic, JW?
Not only that's not hyperbolic, and the math supports us. She's never played at this level in terms of rankings, and it just doesn't stop doesn't stop winning.
Stearns through to the third round to play the Cincinnati City Conqueror, Belinda Bencic, or at least attempted. Iga looked great. I still don't think there's enough chatter about her in this tournament. She knows what to do. Has never lost a Grand Slam final, by the way. So for her, the challenge the last couple of years has been getting to that stage, not winning once she does. Svitolina looked great. So those two favorites through, but JW, it's getting a little wacky on the women's side. Pegula losing last night to Birrell, and today Starodutova beating Rybakina in a third set breaker. And as good as Rybakina has been this entire year, and if you've watched our show and listened to our show before, you know what a fan I am of her game. She looked bad today, and I don't know that there's another way around it. It was a strange loss.
It was a strange loss. It was also, I thought, really good coaching, where Starodutova kept the ball out of that strike zone of Rybakina and just totally. I don't know if you saw that third set breaker. She just absolutely. What was it? It was like 10-3 or 10. I mean, she absolutely outplayed her when the match mattered most. I remember Jess Pegula played Starodutova in the Charleston final and said one of the most gracious things, and said, if you haven't looked up her story, look it up. And everyone went racing. What an extraordinary story of this player who played at Old Dominion, so yet another college player. We don't often think of her in the same vein as the Emma Navarro and Ben Shelton, but Starodutova played at Old Dominion. And, she's giving lessons in order to subsidize her career. And now here she is beating the winner of the previous. So there will be no Grand Slam champion, by the way, in 2026. No Alcaraz in the draw, and now Rybakina out. But no, Starodutova was... She was great, and I thought she really was the better player tactically today, win of her career. She
had to be. When you're giving up that much firepower, credit to her, there's not a lot that can go wrong strategically, right? And as far as execution, and you're right. She rarely let Rybakina hit two balls in the same spot if she could help it. Did a good job creating, no pace up high out of the zone. And then when she got a chance, she was taking that forehand over to Rybakina's forehand. Credit to her. It's a great story. I know there's been a lot made of, people who aren't born in America coming and playing college tennis. I kind of go the other way a little bit, just because I don't think we've ever had more pros from America that are ready to go on tour and make an impact right away. I don't think it's coincidence that you have stories like Starodutova, and then all of a sudden our American players, from having had to play players like her who are as tough as her, all of a sudden then have to go out on tour and produce, and they find that an easier task, right? So if the goal is to have a bunch of people playing Division I tennis instead of someone from the Ukraine, then maybe we have different goals. I want to produce as many American players as possible, and I want them to face as much competition and high-level competition as possible before they get to the Pro Tour. So, just depends on what lens you're looking at it from. But either way, we digress. A great story with Starodutova. Well-deserved win. First time that I've seen Rybakina really, really kind of searching for it and maybe struggling this year so far. The other thing, JW, I want to ask you about, is there such thing as momentum in a given country, right? Like when Kostyuk wins and Svitolina wins, Starodutova going, wait, I'm a Ukrainian woman. We're all winning right now. I'm going to do my part as well. I'm going to obviously beat someone who had the chance to be number one.
Absolutely. And I think, these are human beings, and they react to the usual motivations. I mean, I think that happens a lot. You have this clustering effect, right? And it's sort of, it sounds cliche, but if that guy can do it, why, Michael Chang can win majors, why can't Pete Sampras and Agassi? And if, Jannik Sinner's doing it, why can't a half a dozen other Italian men? And yeah, I mean, I think you see people from your country, their facilities, their operating, you sort of look at yourself and you say, if they can do it, why can't I? And I think you see that a lot. And you tell me, I mean, you also came up with this cluster of other American players. I mean, I think some of this is you push each other, and there's a little bit of sort of friendly, Taylor Fritz doesn't want to be overtaken as the top American. He's perfectly friendly, but I think there's a little bit of pride that goes with that too. But yeah, I mean, you see that, you tend to see that a lot in tennis, don't you? That, hey, one Czech player breaks through and here come the rest.
Yeah, I think the other thing is you tend to practice more with players that better, their coaches, same, coaching circles. Therefore, I'm completely making this up, but the way that it works sometimes is all of a sudden you're practicing with Svitolina Kostia 6 weeks ago. They go on a win. You play them tough in practice one day and you go, hey, I might be able to do this too. Sometimes it can be that simple. Obviously, there's a lot of execution that goes into it after that. But anyways, great story that the Ukrainian women are really showing up this clay court season and doing their country proud. JW, you have some Serena Williams potential news. Mike, do you want to get that now or you want to go after the men's scores?
Let's do it after the men's scores.
Ooh, good tease.
Let's do it at the end.
Oh, great. Okay, no problem. A guy named Novak Djokovic won his match at 39 years old on a day that was hot as life in a tough four-setter, 4 hours on court or something like that. Karen Khachanov gets through. Rublev gets through. Fonseca beats Prismic in 5. I want to get back to that one. Jódar struggled maybe a little bit more with Duckworth than we thought, but got through in 4 sets. Menchik wins in 5. I think 13-11 in the 5th set breaker. And then it was like, when you're driving down the highway and you see the opposite direction, you see like people reacting to like a car wreck or something. That was what it looked like afterwards. He was exhausted. There was 1 million people on court. Just his body completely gave out. Mickelson beats Bazavaretti on the heels of Bazavaretti beating Taylor Fritz first round. Davidovich-Fokina loses to Tarante, and there's a little more drama around that one. JW, like what the hell is going on there?
Drama tends to follow Davidovich-Fokina. So apparently yesterday he had a dispute with his coach, Mariano Puerta, who you might recall.
Oh.
That was who, yeah, exactly. Well, let's save that discussion for another time. But that was who Rafa actually beat in the final to win his first French Open in 2005. But anyway, what's funny is he lost to Tarante, and I was speaking to Tarante after that, who's a really nice kid, 25 years old, really kind of coming into form. But I said to Tarante, like, did you realize your opponent didn't have a coach? I didn't complete the story. Oh, there was a dispute with Davidovich-Fokina and Puerta on the practice court, I guess, and Puerta just said, you know what, I'm out of here. And apparently they unfollowed each other. And next thing you know, Puerta's, headed in the Miami airport and is not returning text. So Davidovich-Fokina took the court today in the middle of a major with no coach. And he plays Tarante, and who's Argentinian, same as Puerta. And I said, did you realize your opponent was taking the court with no coach? And he's like, oh, yeah, we heard all about that. So, we have a lot of advantages you take on the court before you hit the first ball. I'm not sure I have a coach and you don't is something I've ever heard before. Have you ever heard of this, by the way? A player-coach relationship fizzling in the middle of a major?
I don't think like
that was a new one, huh?
On a random off day. I don't think that's the case. It's interesting to me to, like, Puerta obviously makes the finals in 05, then gets busted for doping shortly there afterwards. I don't know. Like, I'd like to know what was said in that fight. That could get personal pretty quickly if you have that ammunition to go against someone, couldn't it?
Yeah. Again, we'll save this for another time and not a bit. I'm not sure I want a coach who is notorious for a doping ban. There's a big universe of potential coaches out there. I would think that might be disqualifying. You ready? But anyway,
you ready for the best? You ready for? Before, I know you're trying to move on from Puerta. You want one more little note about it?
What do you got?
Okay, training group December of 2005. Bunch of Americans together. We're in South Florida for like 5 days. Just there's 1 million guys ranked from me to 300 in the world. So some veteran, and Gineppri's there. Ginepri had a great run, right? Robbie Ginepri. Semis of U.S. Open, was 16 in the world. Bonus in his contract if he finishes top 15 in the world. Just missed out on it. It was a really big size bonus. Puerta gets popped, drops from the rankings, the points that he had won for the previous 9 months. Robbie comes in amongst bagels and said, I just made X amount. It was pretty sweet. Thank you, Puerta.
It's a great story.
Yeah. Couple of matches that I want to dig a little bit deeper on. Novak, I don't know how I shouldn't be surprised at this point, and I feel like I'm a broken record, but coming in playing, Roy, a hot Frenchman who played great, had the crowd on his side. It's 1 million degrees out. Novak actually looked okay at the end of this match, right? Like, you've seen him at the U.S. Open a couple times in the last couple of years where he gets into a rough one and it looks like his body's about to give out. Now, he was taking time and he was pacing himself. There's no one better at managing a match, the ebbs and flows, and when to kind of push the ignition and when to pull back and when to throw a point away for energy and when to... But, like, how the hell does he keep doing this?
we all throw up our arms, right? This guy defies all conventional wisdom.
He looked good today. He looked really
biology.
good.
He looked good. Wait, you want another one? This is somewhere between. I'm not reporting this, but it's informed enough, so it's not just rumor. People say, why the hell would Novak pick a third on? I mean, Novak's got a lot of juice, right? He's got a lot of stake. He can play whenever he wants. Don't you think the tournament would rather have him as a night session? Why would he pick third on in the heat of the day? And one of the stories I had heard was you can't play every match at night. Then it becomes this complete competitive imbalance. You've got to put and Novak may well have said, look, I'm thinking about playing the long game here. I'm going to want some night matches in the over the weekend or early next week. And he's thinking in terms of winning this title and says, listen, if I got a couple play a day session, well, this wouldn't be a bad day to do it. So I don't think Novak is here to reach the third or fourth round and say, gee, I'm playing great at 39. He's in this for a 25th major. And we always say this, right? I mean, let him get his teeth into one of these. Let him get some confidence. Let him go 3 of 5 where Perricard can have a great serving set and then eventually cools off. And all of a sudden, he's in the round of 32. And if you are looking for players with a chance of beating Jannik Sinner, you could do a lot worse than a guy who's not only won 24 of these, but beat Sinner at the previous major.
Yeah, listen, it was a little bumpy in the third set. Obviously, he got extended. He doesn't want to get extended, right? He would have liked to button this up in 2 hours and 15, and he got pushed to 3 hours and 44 minutes. You don't want that if you're Novak, but also the reps aren't bad for him. Like he's in this Serena mode now where he almost plays himself into shape during the slam, like in real time. Because no matter how much you practice, no matter how much you practice, you can't recreate nerves. I guarantee Novak doesn't ever, he hasn't been nervous in practice. I tried to think of a good pop culture reference and I couldn't. Since Lou Bega. Maybe a little too old.
Lou Bega.
Yeah, there you go. Google.
That's a pull.
Yeah, sorry.
He's probably younger than Novak.
He's been nervous in practice since the last time he didn't make the third round.
He hasn't been nervous in practice since Puerto was clean. Anyways. Sorry. Oof, gosh. But to come out there and be able to switch directions, he's not getting out of the corners like he did. He's not playing as much defense as he did. You know what one shot we don't talk about enough? We always talk about Pete's on the run forehand. Novak's forehand on the run when he just goes rip city and knows that he has to.
Slappy.
When he kind of slaps it, he hits more fucking winners on that ball. It's a joke. You can't actually. I'm watching it today, and I thought Royer played great. I hadn't seen much of him before. I thought he actually played really well. His forehand to the forehand side, kind of where he goes inside out and then pulls it, was really impressive. You cannot. There's probably one person or two people on earth that can make a lot of headway against Novak going cross court. You cannot just beat him cross. His defense is too good on the open leg on the backhand side. His forehand running is phenomenal. His gauge and feel for when he plays defense puts that back in the court versus when he has to go rip. He rarely makes a bad decision to that side. It's just so impressive. It's all the skill in the world mixed with this guile that's been accumulated over the course of 2 decades.
Can I give you the Service Now stat of the day that's based on Novak? That maybe will help put a button in this conversation.
I was hoping you would.
21 years. 20 years. That's how many consecutive years Novak Djokovic has made the third round of Roland Garros, which in that span...
21 consecutive years?
Yeah, 21 consecutive years. He has made at least the third round, and 20 of those years he's made at least the quarters. Right?
Is that?
And then this record
is that true?
The record is older than
that kid.
Yeah, the record is older than 15 players that were in the main draw, or 6% of the entire draw was not even born when he started.
Yeah, he was making quarters,
including his next opponent, João Fonseca.
Yeah, he was making quarters of Roland Garros before Jódar was a thought.
Yeah, for real.
It's crazy. I mean, that's
insane. Bear in mind too. This is worst. On major. This is worst major.
Yeah. I mean, if you it's absurd. I don't even know how to make anything he's doing real. I don't know how to talk about it. Most topics I can kind of relate to and then explain it from a place of reason or knowing. And this, I just have no idea. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how you're a part-time tennis player, come out and win a 4-setter in 95 degrees, against someone who's playing well. And he's obviously not like he's going to be in 5 days if he makes it through. Like, obviously the Fonseca match is going to be at night. But, I mean, I thought he struck the ball in those first 2 sets. It was like, he's finding this gear kind of early. And he finished the match, and there was some levity. It's just, I don't know what else to say. I mean,
Fonseca in his win was super emotional, and
So,
I feel like there's like a lot of pressure on him.
Fonseca, it's actually weird to say are we worried about Fonseca's recovery? And
I was gonna say he plays his first 5-setter.
Yep.
Who do you think is going to be the fresher player in 48 hours?
I know who has the experience of recovery down to quite literally a science. It's going to be fun to watch. I will say that, speaking of Fonseca, him coming back from 2 sets, there's a lot of hype. I don't know that last year when he was playing at Roland Garros, it was pandemonium when he was playing on the outer courts. I don't know that we would have said he's going to be 28 in the world next year at Roland Garros. We would have said he's going to be 10. Okay, so there is some pressure associated with Fonseca, and obviously we have to give him time. The hype is there for a reason. He can absolutely play. And to me, what he did today against Prismic, who beat Novak a couple weeks ago, losing the first 2 sets on a hot day and then digging and getting gritty and winning in 5, that's more impressive to me than, let's say, when he takes out Rublev when Rublev's the number 5 seed in Australia. Right? This today, that will, in the locker room, and I think that's why Fonseca was emotional. He was actually like tearing up afterwards. I think it was like, okay, is this a progression that matters, right? Did I just do something super gritty and it wasn't just based on the fact that I can hit a ball off the forehand side harder than most of Earth? If I'm viewing that and I'm in the locker room, I'm going, all right, you're showing me something, kid. Like, this is a real result.
Yep. It's easy to say, I want to be tested. I'm willing to go to deep waters. It's another thing on a day like this. And I would also say that we can talk about there have been a lot of injuries. There have been a lot of retirements. There have also been a lot of players who have just tapped out, and some have even conceded it. I don't go watch Medvedev's last game. You can go down a list of players who have basically said no mas. And to see a teenager basically go down 2 sets to love and say, you know what, now it's time to fight. I think he taught himself a lot today. If you're going to win your first 5-setter, those were pretty good conditions to do it under.
If I'm his coach, if I'm in his corner and we're chatting after that match, I can do a real sell job on that being a massive turning point in his career. I can sell that to him very easily, I think, in that locker room. That was really impressive stuff today from Fonseca, as it was Jódar. Jódar, listen, has been rolling most of whoever he's played. Duckworth, a great veteran, like literally no stone unturned, uber professional, not one of the guys you look at and say, hey, this guy's like just the most talented person we've ever seen. And I don't mean that as disrespectful. I mean that as, a compliment. The guy's made a living and is just a tough out. But you would say Jódar on clay, this is Roll City, right? With what he's been doing. Jódar wins the first set, up a break in the second, loses the second, down a break in the third. Looks like it's hot. Again, we don't know what his body's going to do when he gets into an extended format, right? It gave out a little bit against Dartery in Rome. So we don't know until someone actually gets into that situation what their body and what their expiration date is on a match. I thought Jódar, him kind of winning that in an uglier fashion, I can turn that into a positive for him. Like, no problem. Vachereau.
Before we move on, can I give Jon a little bit of trivia?
Sure.
About Jódar. So Jódar today with the win through his first 20 career tour level clay matches on clay, he is 17-3.
Jeez.
It's a ridiculous record, right? He's only in second place for somebody with a better record through their first 20 career tour level matches on clay. Jon, do you know who sits above Jódar with the best record?
If I said Rafa, that sounds too obvious.
Rafa's a little obvious.
Does he wear a psycho bunny hat that people mistake for a Bad Bunny hat?
Yes.
Come on.
His name's Andy Roddick. He is 18-2 through his first 20
clay court
career clay
specialist.
court start.
Wait, I think we're
Specialist.
I think we're onto something here. Read the rest of that list.
Yeah. So not Nadal because he was 13-7.
So basically, what we
Alcaraz,
just
13-7.
So I'm better than Nadal and Clay.
Yeah, Novak 10-10.
What about Chucky?
Definitely not.
quit while you were
Yeah,
there.
13-7.
Oh, bum.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about Novak?
10-10.
Bum.
Yeah.
What about Roger?
The Raji 6-14.
Fucking massive bum.
Whoa.
Oh my God. I didn't realize I was the best clay court player ever.
Yeah. He started out 0-11 on clay. Whoa.
Yuck.
If we judge careers in 20 match intervals, you would be
Okay. So that
All of them were in Houston, by the way.
That I was about to say. I'm glad you beat me to it. So I was going to say, okay, we've had our fun. Now can we be real about this? It was back when there was Atlanta and Houston back to back in the States, and it was pretty much you're just playing against other Americans whose favorite surfers was also not clay. But in those 2 years between
details.
Atlanta, Houston, I think I put a 15 spot up on the board. So a little bit of an
A
asterisk.
win's a win.
Dude, but so you actually sent that today in our group text, and I go, that's not right. That can't be right. There's no chance that's right.
So here we are. Here we are with new facts.
Hat tip to the boys at the ATP for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a dumb stat. What happened to me?
I don't know.
Fuck. Oh well.
Houston, is the tour even there anymore?
Yeah.
Houston closed?
It is. Atlanta is definitely not on clay anymore.
Atlanta's definitely not.
And Atlanta was, I'll do you one better. Atlanta, which was the first one I won to start that streak, was on green clay. It wasn't even on red clay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So here we are.
Details.
Details. Just keep reciting that stat. JW, you're on site. Oh, one other thing I want to say real quick before we get to potential Serena news or speculation. Vachereau pulled out of the tournament.
Foot injury.
Rough. There's a lot of, what is it, 20 plus pullouts, retirements.
You said
carnage.
like mid walkovers, it's like 8 or something like
8
that.
mid-match retirements, yep.
And then
like 20 plus
20
just withdrawals,
retirements.
yeah.
A lot of hips and feet, and you don't like it.
No.
I don't know. I was told that the way the formatting was it was going to make players healthier.
The extra day.
Yeah, exactly. Wasn't all this in service of optimizing player health?
It was in service of something. JW, what do you got for Serena Williams news?
All right. So this has been the big chatter here. This is why I love podcasts. I don't know if you could properly report this and get this has been a lot of chatter about the Serena comeback, and it is picking up steam. And I've heard there've been multiple wildcard requests for grass court season, which makes,
Requests going to her or she putting in requests
she
for
is putting in the request
because she's got to make requests for wildcard.
Yeah, she's got to make the request.
If I'm an event, I'm calling her. I'm like, do you want a wild card?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you may as well preemptively do it. I think just backing up, she's born in 1981. This is a woman in her mid-40s. She hasn't played in a while. She's still Serena Williams. I think this is great. I don't think anyone has any objection to this. This could be a wonderful inspirational story. This could not work out. I don't think anyone cares. This is all being done with such sort of weird cloak and dagger and denials and secrecy. And I think the truth is, this is awesome. And whatever it is. Maybe it's not anything that's going to pan out, but it does look like she will be playing the grass season. What I have heard is that she will be playing at Queen's Club doubles with, you guys want to guess?
Her sister?
Victoria Mboko.
No.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
I hope that all happens.
Yeah.
I know too much on this story. So what I'll say, because again, I don't think as soon as you re-enter doping protocols, which happened 6 or 8 months ago, you do that because you want the option of coming back, right? Maybe you don't know if you're coming back or not, but at the very least, you're thinking really hard about it, and you want to be free and clear if you are at Roland Garros and decide you want to play on the grass. Very, very, very pragmatically, right? And I know this isn't a pragmatic decision. I'm sure there's emotion. I'm sure there's, the champion's mentality, ego, and what if, and all of this stuff. And if you enter doping protocols, you're looking to come back, or at least you're looking at the option to come back. And if you do that and you're Serena Williams, I got to think Is she going to be faster than when she left? I don't know. I mean, she looks like in fantastic shape. And I think you could say her best chance of like lightning in a bottle in this comeback is on grass at Wimbledon. So it would lend itself to saying like grass is not a surface that you can just pop up and do it. Like, yeah. So this makes, I know it's like earth-shattering news when it comes out and if it comes out that she's officially coming back. But also Serena Williams can't just say like, oh yeah, I'm going to come back, guys. We'll see you in a little bit. Like her world doesn't operate that way. Like she has to kind of like, if she's not sure in November and re-enters doping protocols, can she say I'm coming back? Like she can't do anything quietly. She's fucking Serena Williams. Like, like what are her options there?
The and Andrea Petkovic, I will sell her out. No, we love her. She's fantastic. But she goes even further and she says you are not making yourself available to testers and all the things we've spoken about many times with whereabouts if you're only doing it for doubles. So I'll pin that on Petko, but she thinks there's a singles comeback there just by you wouldn't enter the doping protocol just for doubles. But I think Serena, I mean, honestly, you know what it sounds like? I've heard like members of the camp are mobilizing to go to I think first to Queen's Club and then to Berlin. It'll start out as doubles. She'll get a wild card into Berlin doubles. If you look at the singles field for Berlin, by the way, it's absolutely insane. It's like 9 of the top 10 players are entered in Berlin. So that's not where you're going to kick off a singles comeback. But, you know, I think this makes a lot of sense. You mentor a younger player. You play doubles. You see how your body holds up. You see how you're hitting the ball. And if it goes well, maybe it's a Wimbledon wildcard. Maybe you even kick it to the U.S. Open and wait for hard courts.
It's not as if...
I think this all makes...
We don't
think this makes...
we don't have time on this, JW. Like, you don't have time to wait around for singles. Like, we're not...
You think she's coming out of retirement just to play doubles with Victoria and Boko?
That's what I'm
Queen's
saying.
Club?
Like, I think this is minimum. I think this crazy news you're reporting or that you're hearing, not reporting. Sorry. 60 minutes journalistic standard. Sorry. Excuse me. Yeah. I thought we could just make shit up on a podcast. Can we not?
No, you definitely can't make it up. But.
Okay. No, I don't know that she does all this. And like the only thing I would say, and you know, we were actually texting last week. I think the world of Petkovic as a commentator. I think she's fantastic. Love her work. And the only caveat I agree with her. I think we're going to see Serena Williams play singles. So it's an agreement. And I do think the only thing that is a little bit of a, doubles motivated thing is her sister is also not retired yet. So would you do it for your sister for one last run at the U.S. Open or something like that? Yes. And I said that, 8 months ago. Mm-hmm. So that's the only caveat because, any version of sense would say...
hold. But I mean, first of all, just to be clear, Petkovic said this on the air, so I'm not violating anything. But just, I mean, so wait, are you saying you don't think she's playing singles?
No, I think she's going to play. I think she's going to play singles. I don't think she plays only doubles and then plays singles at Wimbledon. I think she's going to play singles. But I think there's a half a chance she plays singles before that. I just don't see at this point in her life, like where she's, 40s, coming back. How many shots at the basket are you going to have on your best service in singles again, if that's your intent? I don't think she can skip Wimbledon this year in singles. Like, I think if you're going to come back, I think you got to go. We'll see.
If she does, I'll tell you. You want a little gossip? You want a little behind the scenes? British tax laws, or I can't remember where I heard. Anyway, all these grass courts are moving to Germany because British tax laws have become very strict about how many days you're in the country and how much you're winning. So a lot of these. So look at the field at Queen's Club versus the field in the German events at Berlin on the women's side. If she's going to come back at singles, wouldn't you do it in Queen's Club where the draw cut off? I mean, I don't know. I don't have it in front of me, but this Berlin field is absolutely crazy. You don't want to go and play your first match back and you draw Anisimova or something in draw Sabalenka in the first round. Wouldn't you, if you were going to do it, wouldn't you rather do it the Queen's Club week and play someone ranked 66 and not at this crazy stacked Berlin event?
Yeah, most of us would. We're also not Serena Williams.
All right.
I can tell you
it's
exactly.
A great story, though.
I can tell you exactly how many of the names you just mentioned of those top 10, 9 of the top 10, how many of those want to see Serena Williams in that draw, in that spectacle after she hasn't played for years, first round of Berlin?
That's a no win.
Zero.
Yeah.
Goggles. Nobody. No thanks. It would shock me zero. At this point, I'd be more surprised if she didn't come back. Just to put a bow on it. Like, I think we're going to see her play professional tennis.
Can't wait.
Obviously.
Let's level, which is great. There's no, I don't know anyone that
Who's
has
going to be our mixed doubles partner at the U.S. Open?
Who would be mad at this? I've heard that. Who would be mad at this? Nobody.
Nobody.
Oh, some contrarian for the sake of being contrarian, but I hope Serena. No, but seriously, I hope this is conveyed to the camp. Like, this is awesome. Everybody wants to see this, and if it doesn't result in yet another Wimbledon title, it's all good. Like, we're all looking forward to this. There's ignore the gratuitous haters and just go. If you want to do this, do it.
Yes. Imagine if the Yankees were an independent contractor and they had not been in tennis for 5 years, and someone's like, "Should we bring the Yankees back?" Yeah, we should. Like,
they should say retire. They're tarnishing their legacy.
Oh, fuck off.
It's so disappointing.
You know who says that? JW? People with no legacies.
That's who says that. Hate is going to hate?
Yeah, fuck that. I will put it in my veins. I want Serena back on the tennis court. That would be unbelievable. I hope it happens. JW, best of luck. Do we have anything else?
Pleasure, gentlemen.
This has been kind of a long quick serve, but quick serve nonetheless. Brought to you by ServiceNow. JW, I'll see you on the old television set tomorrow.
Arthur Rinderknecht match. See you tomorrow.
We'll see you back here for a day 5 recap tomorrow at Roland Garros. AI is only as powerful as the platform it's built on. With the ServiceNow AI platform, your AI, data, and workflows all work together, connecting every corner of your business. To see how you can put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com/AI-agents.